Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 75 of our Colorado Rockies rebuild here on Out of the Park Baseball 26. Apologies for the lack of episodes on Monday and Tuesday. To date, this episode, there was an insane snow and ice storm that hit essentially half the United States, including the humble East Coast where I reside, which destroyed a lot of infrastructure. Fortunately, power stayed on. Did have a little bit of water damage, though, which is unfortunate. I might be getting a call about that today. So if I go silent for a little bit, that is why. Try not to, you'll have to forgive me. Last we left off, we played through most of April and got into early May, including a pretty successful series against the Dodgers, where we beat them 2 games to 1. A quick little inside baseball thing. The last few episodes of this series, we had a decent amount of frame rate drops, lagging. One time, OBS just decided it wanted to crash. Um, I tinkered with quite a few settings, updated, restarted a lot of stuff, and the previous coordinator climb episode didn't have barely any frame rate drops at all. So hopefully my fixes work, and we shouldn't have any of that pesky lag coming back for us. So, without further ado, plan of attack for today. We're just going to play as many games in May as we can. We have some big series coming up, including the starting series today against the San Francisco Giants. They have the best record in our division right now. They're 3.5 games ahead of little old us. So we're gonna find out pretty quick if we have a chance to compete in this here division. So without further ado, let's get into game one. We're not going to waste any time. We have Sandy Ozuna on the mound for us. And looks like Christian Aguilera is dead tired. So he'll get a day off. Max Clark can lead off in center field. Let's get this party started. Oracle Park. I always remember there was a game played at Oracle Park when there were protests happening in Baltimore, and so they didn't let any fans in the park um, for their safety, and so it was just an insanely quiet game. You could hear everything. So pretty simplicity to that I enjoyed. Back-to-back strikeouts for us. How you Lee make it 3 for 3? No. You know what? At least he had the decency to hit the baseball. So we go down in order. Sandy Ozuna, it goes without saying, has sucked so far this season. ERA is 6.5, 1.47 WHIP, 333 BABIP. Ks are way down. So we need a good outing here. Also, I just completely confused Oracle Park with Camden Yards. Apologies. Charlie Condon, what do you got for me? Once again, oh no. Oh no. Are they going to call that an error? No, they do not. They call that a hit. I'll take it. As Alan Ford soft grounder to second, and they get him both. Oh, he is Alan Ford. As I click on Condon has a speed of 45. Allen has a speed of 30. So suffice to say, we are not the quickest team in baseball. Like our 4, 5, 6 hitters are our slowest. And so we kind of create a log jam there in those positions. As down goes Andahar. Down goes Rushman. And down goes Anthony Murphy. Struck out the side. Uh-oh. 2 are aboard. Nate George Ah, brother. Yeah, that's going to score at least Ham. Clark's throw, though, in time. Down goes Ham. Brilliant throw from Max Clark. Well done there. Don't walk to Paula. You know what? He didn't walk him, so I can't really be mad. Yep. All right. Giants draw first blood. Whoops. I turn the play by speed on quick, I think. There we go. Run, Max. Nope. Didn't have a chance at that. Munoz lines out. I mean, Castellano, he's only on, what, 46 pitches through four? So he could go a really long way if we don't start getting some big innings. Or, conversely, our first baseman can ground out on two pitches. Suppose that is also an option. Alan Ford pops up. Our only hit so far, quote unquote, was when our shortstop bobbled the baseball. There we go. Colby Turner hits it deep to center off the fence. A nice double for the third baseman. All right, come on, Andhar. Hits it up to left, but that's going to be grabbed. All right. Well, good news. We finally got a second hit. Bad news, we couldn't score him. And now 2 on, 2 out. Nate George pops it up. How Yuli is there. Easy grab. Very good there. All right. Top of the sixth, and Castellanos only on 59 or 60 pitches, I suppose. Rushman grounds out. This guy might throw a complete game shutout at this rate. Like, we just can't. Not only can we not get on base, our guys are getting out like immediately. I don't have the healthiest bullpen in terms of fitness right now, so if Sandy can get me 3 outs here, I would really appreciate it. There we go. He gets to Paula. He's now in the red. Ah, Terry hit it all the way to the wall. Okay. That'll be it for Ozuna, I think. Not a bad outing, but again, like, he's at 90 pitches and only threw 5 1/3. See if John Andrews can save the day. There we go. It's a huge strikeout of Ramsey. Villasana hits it to Max. Easy grab. Very good. All right, Munoz, I beg of you. He hits it up. Nope, that died in the wind. Sadness. How Yuli takes his shot to left and caught at the wall. All the balls, they looked like they were going out, and then they just lost all momentum. Charlie Condon takes his shot, and he too flies out to deep left. Give me the expected batting average of those 3 hits, please. Uh-oh. 2 on, 2 out for Nate George again. Struck him out. Very good. All right, that'll be it for Andrews. Think I'll bring on. Yeah, I mean, we'll go Gage Wood, regardless of if we score a run here. Alan Ford lines out to center. We're finally hitting the ball into the outfield, which is good. As Colby Turner flies out again. Oh, brother. Castellano is on 80 pitches, and Andahar is about to swing on the first pitch. Good grief. Yep, Castellano is 3 outs away from a complete game shutout. All right, we'll bring Gage Wood on for the eighth. And he allowed Vilasana to hit a two-run shot. Well, oh, they brought in a closer. Boring. As Rushman gets aboard. Should have kept in Castellano, especially with a three-run cushion. Anthony Murphy uselessly hitting into the fielder's choice. Should I run him against Terry? No. Max Clark pops up. All right. Down to our last out. Munoz gets it down and left. Okay. We have some life here as Murphy makes it home. So it's 3-1 now. Here's how you Lee. Gets it down into right. This is what the Giants get for pulling their starter in such a moment. Condon evidently did not, in fact, check his swing. All right, we lose 1-3. I mean, Gage Wood getting popped for a two-run shot sucks, but can you really blame the pitching staff if our hitters got 5 hits and 0 walks? 0 walks might be worse than 5 hits. All right, Gutierrez is up for us. I'm going to make one lineup change, I think. I'm going to give Max Clark the day off. Going to have Anthony Murphy take center field and bat ninth again. All right, Aguilares is on second. Munoz with the, as I like to call it, sacrifice grounder. And How You Lee gets the, oh, you're going to call that an error, but the other one was an infield hit? Objection. All right, they walk Allen. Colby Turner, chance for some damage. There we go. He gets it through. How You Lee is safe. We already have more runs in this one inning than we did in the entirety of last game. Make of that what you will. And Gutierrez allows old friend Jason Dominguez, who was our center fielder for about 2.5 years. He was done very well for himself with the Giants, but he's not had a good season here. Oh, wow. They signed him to a minor league contract with a major league option. That's rough. Oh, yeah. So he finished up the contract that the Yankees gave him, funny enough. He was still on that with me and with the Giants. Oh, brother. Marco Reyes, that is a bases clearing double. Maybe the last runner didn't make it home. No, he didn't. All right. Well, remember that 2-0 lead we had? It's gone. And he allows James Hand to get a hit. I think, unfortunately, us signing Gutierrez was a mistake. I think I was seduced by the production and the fact that he smoked us in the playoffs, not once but twice, because he has been poor to start. All right, Murphy is aboard. Munoz gets it down. That should score Murphy. Tie ball game, very good. Very good, very good, very good. For a brief moment, I thought Condon could beat that throw. He could not. Oh, brother. Paul is on second. No outs. It's fine. Oh, my. Well, since DePaula didn't run on Murphy, all the error really mattered is like one extra pitch. But regardless, DePaula scores. Giants take the lead back. I'm not saying that our starting pitching is looking like the worst in the National League, but our starting pitching is looking like the worst in the National League. I'm leaving Gutierrez in. Like it is the second inning. Have some pride. Nothing for us in the third or the Giants. Aguilares ties us up. Come on, Goody. Oh, I see the second error. Andahar. He is already at 9 errors. I can't stress enough how terrible that is. He is on pace for what? Almost 30? Like, that's insane. Actually insane. His defensive ratings didn't get any worse. Just think the game doesn't like me. Double play ball. Easy. Oh, you coward. All right. Gutierrez gets out of it. Thankfully. That could have been disastrous. Nothing from Condon. How many strikeouts is he at? He is at 42. He's essentially averaging one per game, which, to be fair, is a better pace than he was on the last couple seasons. All right. Allen walks. It's too early in the game for me to pinch run for him. Colby goes down, as does Andahar. If Andahar starts sucking, we have a big problem in the infield. Come on, Goody. There we go. Clean fifth. He's only on 78 pitches. A solo shot from Adley Rushman. Look at our boy. Oh, 2-run shot from Ramsey, and that's that. All right. If you don't throw him out, Colby, thank you. Yeah. Left him in a little bit too long, I think. Instead of Kevin, I'm going to get AJ Russell warming up. Yeah, that's on me. I just left him in a little bit too long. But still, it was not a good start out of the first couple innings. There we go. Clean seventh. Everyone's just committing errors this game. I love it. All right. Andahar, Rushman are aboard. And Murphy hits in to the most depressing play, the double play. And Aguilares grounds out. We had runners on first and second, no outs. Can't score them. How disappointing. All right, AJ. There we go. All right. In case we tie it up or take the lead, Okuda is warming. Down by 1. Munoz walks. I am going to have him run on Marco Reyes. Yeah, the guy has a 45 arm. Come on. Not great from How You Lee. He pops it up. Come on, Charlie. Gets it down. Munoz is going. The throw is in. Not in time. Tie ball game. And Allen gets it down. Okay. We're moving. Condon's at third. I am going to pinch run. We're going to have Max Clark pinch run and immediately try to steal. Because I'm just trying to get that double play out of there. I mean, they could also just walk Colby. That is an option. All right, they walk Colby, so it matters not. Andahar, buddy, you are the reason we're in this mess. Hit the baseball. There we go. He gets it down in center. That'll score 1. The throw is in. Not in time. 8-6 ball game. Well done, Andahar. Rushman strikes out looking. That's my catcher. And Anthony Murphy goes down. All right. We do get the runs. Okuda, my good man, I believe in you. I just realized his BABIP was a 325. This could get ugly. 2-run cushion. Against the divisional champs, down goes one. Or I guess divisional leaders. They haven't technically won it yet. Villasane is on base. I don't really care. He's the slowest guy in the land. To second for one. Back to home in time. That's huge win against the Giants. 8-6. Very good. Aguilares and Rushman at homers. Yeah, Gutierrez, I think unfortunately we're learning he's just not very good. All right. Whoops. You have mail. Oh, Mike Alexander's out for the season. That sucks. He was on the short list of guys that might have gotten called up later this season. He was pitching so well, too. 105 whip. Ks were up, or Ks were down, rather, but walks were weighed. Man. All right. We're going to sim the finale against the Giants. Duh. We lose it 2-9. Jake Yeager got popped for 7. That's rough. He gave up 2 homers. Andrews, it looks like, gave up 4 hits. His whip is insane. We're just going to ignore that. Gindra did well. I think we found at least one really solid answer at long relief. The others are, scaring me a bit. And then Murphy's injury is a mild hamstring strain. All right. That shouldn't be too bad. All right. Well, we lost the series, which is unfortunate. We're now behind the Dodgers in the division. So we're really going to need to do well against Miami here. All right. Murphy's hurt. Well, Munoz is tired. Allen, for the second time, you're taking the outfield. So Allen will take left. What do I want to do here? Max, have you been hitting better or worse? He's been hitting much better in 7th. 9th, he's a disaster. All right, so Clark will bat there. I'm going to have Colby Turner DH and bat 5th. CJ Sampson takes 3rd. I think that is my current plan. We'll see how well it goes. All right, Luis De Leon on the mound. And 2 runners are aboard. I'm not worried. With Rushman's questionable arm, maybe I should be worried. All right, he strikes out 1. Soft grounder to Luis. The throw, we're okay. I wasn't worried at all. It's a fundamental lie. All right. Aguilares, he has not had a very good season. He lines out to get that started. There we go. Andahar gets aboard. Very good, sir. Do I want to run on Jim Martinez? I think I do. Whether Andahar wants to run, though, that is a separate question. Wasn't that a depressing double play? All right, nothing for the Marlins in the second. Max Clark with an RBI double. They walk Rushman. No complaints there. And Carter Johnson strikes out. And that, my friend, is why you were not starting. Aguilaris grounds out again. What is it? Yeah, his batting average is down to a 211. Oh, boy. Oh, no, not the error. All right, Andahar, I'm ordering you to steal. Wow, buddy. There we go. He finally makes up his mind. Good thing, too. Condon strikes out, as does Alan Ford. I think, unfortunately, our strikeout problems that weren't too bad last season, I think, have roared back here, which is not great. To be fair, I do have a couple of backups in the lineup today, but still. All right, they walk Colby. CJ lines out. No shot to get Clark, too. Thank you. All right. Clearly, my runners just don't think they can beat Jim Martinez's arm. And to be fair, they may be correct. All right, we go to the fifth. Come on, Luis. There we go. He's at 76 pitches, which for him is about his limit, which is a really depressing thing to say about an ace. But that is what Tommy John will do to you. There we go. Aguilaris. In what universe is that not a home run? That looked like it cleared the wall and the fence bars on top of it. Objection, Your Honor. I would like a coach's challenge and a replay review. And Condon pops up. So we strand the tying runner who clearly had a home run. Or excuse me, insurance run, not tying run. All right, both my long relievers are dead because the AI decided that John Andrews should pitch 52 pitches. So let's get Kevin Teskey warming up. All right, Hightower goes down on 2 pitches also, which is clutch. Becker lines out, also only on 2 pitches. Nick Golub hits it to CJ. Easy throw. That is a 6-pitch inning right there, and that will definitely be it for Luis. Very good 6 shutout from him. Alan, you're killing me. You know what? Never mind. At least Allen hit the ball in the outfield. That's where the bar is at currently for my lineup. There we go. CJ Sampson, solo shot to center. Well done, sir. 414 feet. His second on the year as Clark grounds out. All right. Thank you, Luis, for your service. I know he's only in the orange, but we only have 2-run lead. I'm not trying to have him give up a solo shot. If he makes this, I'm just going to take him out. Yep, I've had enough. I've had enough of Rushman defensively. Get him out. I don't care that Brady Murrieta is the textbook definition of an automatic out. I care not. Like, we got the 3 outs anyway, so it didn't matter, but that should have been the easiest throw to first ever. All right, Murrieta, you've a 130 batting average. Give me something. And he strikes out looking on 3 pitches. Fair enough. All right, they walk Carter, who he is definitely not going to steal. There we go. Aguilaris gets it down. Run, Carter. No, he's Andahar and Condon have killed so many of our scoring opportunities. Yep, and they kill that one there. The left on base numbers for those two is going to be rough. All right. Yeah, I'm just going to go right to Gastelum. I'm not going to mess around. Gastelum for the eighth. Clean. Very good. Some insurance runs would not go amiss as Alan Ford gets me the insurance run. Solo shot to left. The man can hear me. Confirmed. Turner K's not great. DJ Sampson again. 2 home run game for the backup infielder. It's no longer a save, so Okuda can sit down. We'll get Gage Wood warming up. Very impressive from our boy. Who again, we're running into the same problem with CJ that we ran into when Brady Montgomery was in AAA. Like he's never going to start over Condon. He's never going to start over Colby. So he is perennially a backup, barring an injury. And Murrieta grounds out. All right. To the ninth we go. I think Gage Wood's going to get it. Clean inning. We get the win. 4-0. Wonderful day from the pitching staff. CJ Sampson, 3 runs, 2 hits. And he got a walk in there. Pair of home runs. We love to see it. All right. Play game 2. That is actually Fry gets sidetracked. What is there's so many Montgomerys. I'll look later. I'm too Oh no, it was Browning, it wasn't Montgomery. I'm conflating 2 players in my head. Spencer Browning, so I'm talking about. Oh yeah, right. He got taken by the expansion team, Nashville. That was a very mystifying thing. Like the Astros took him in the Rule 5 draft, gave him 100 starts. He didn't do great, but he didn't do bad. He had 13 home runs, walked 30 times. Then they just cut him in like August. And I'm like, oh, fair enough. And then the Nashville Knights signed him. How's he done defensively? Not great. Range is a little low. Then again, I don't think I can talk. His is what, a 2.6? What's Colby's? Yeah, 2.3. All right. We go to game 2. Anthony Murphy is still hurt, so he'll obviously rest. CJ Sampson is back. He's going to take first base. I'm going to give Rushman the day off. I think at this point with Murrieta, like, he is unfortunately an automatic out. So, like, when is it just stupid to keep him on the roster, even despite his very, very good defensive ability and the fact that he's a leader? All right, Richie, I understand that Hightower's on second with no outs, but you got this. See? Never worried. Oh, boy. All right, Marlins draw first blood as Nick Gonzalez. Is that Nick Gonzalez? It is that. He's been everywhere. Start with the Pirates, then the Athletics, then the Padres, then us, where he does in fact have a World Series ring with us in 2029. Then the Phillies, then the Rangers, then the Yankees, then the Guardians. Now he's with Miami. What a fun little journeyman career. Good strikeout there of Becker. Oh no. Well, Richie, and I mean this in a nice way. I expect better. Just letting you know. All right, Bryce Eldridge goes down. We're okay. We're not okay in the sense that my lineup has yet to get a hit. But don't worry, Aguilaris is about to change that. Behold, I am Nostradamus. I am not going to run on Ike Irish. Andahar hits it to center off the invisible wall. That will advance Aguilaris all the way to third. Excuse me, Munoz, not Andahar. How you Lee hits it up to left and gone. 3-run shot for our perennial statue having second baseman. Just look how slowly Cobb Hightower could move, retrieving that ball and throwing it to first, and he still had Alan Ford out by like 5 steps. All right, we get the lead, and Nick Gonzalez is aboard, and they tie it up. Fair enough. Murrieta, folks, is on base, as is Aguilaris. Come on, Munoz. Yeah. Down he goes. All right, Richie. Buddy, listen. Please strike out our old friend. There we go. All right. I mean, good news is, Richie, a rain beginning to fall, please. As they took the rain delay, the rain opportunity to bring in another arm. Fair. How Yuli can't beat out the throw. Alan Ford lines out. Yeah, his batting average has dipped quite a bit in the last few series. But I mean, listen, the man is on pace to hit like 40 home runs. So I'm not gonna play him. Colby Turner walks. Come on, Andahar. Ay, ay, ay. At what point do I worry about my star shortstop? All right, we're gonna get AJ Russell warming up. Very good. Hightower flies out. I'm gonna let him face Becker. We'll see what happens. And Becker gets aboard. It's going to be a double. Do I want him to face John Cruz? You know what? Let's do it. If I think he's our best pitcher in the making, there we go. He gets him to pop up. Very good, very good, very good. Bryce Eldridge, I'm not even worried. All right, gets him to pop up to right. Aguilaris brings it in. Pretty good start from Richie. The fact that they had 10 hits is terrifying. But I think he only walked the one guy, so it could be worse. Max Clark, you are going to run on Ike Irish. Oh, he got him. Man, that hurts. All right, Brady. You know, it's about the hardest he's hit the baseball, so I think that's a sign of progress. Samson pops up. All right. To the eighth we go, and that will bring us to our bullpen. I mean, 7 innings, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 4 Ks. I think you take, but the 10 hits is insane. All right, clean eighth from AJ. I'm going to get both Okuda and Kevin Teskey warming up. If it's a save situation, obviously we go Okuda. But the fact that we only have 4 hits suggests it might not be a save situation. Munoz swings on the 3-1, hits it all the way to the fence. All right, go ahead run is in scoring position. How you Lee, you know what to do. To be clear, the answer to that rhetorical question was not pop up foul to the catcher. And Allen strikes out on 3 pitches. That's my DH, everyone. All right, Okuda's sitting. I'm going to let Russell face Franco and Nick and then switch him out. He gets one. Nick lines out. I actually lied. I'm going to let him face Hightower also. This might come back to bite me. For a moment, I thought that ball was gone, and I was like, yeah, that's fair. But no, really good from Russell. He gave me 2 innings. All right, bottom of the 9th. Chance for glory. Tie game, Colby Turner. The softest grounder to third any of us have seen. Here's Andahar. He pops it up to short. That means Max Clark is our last out. And he walked him. Even though he got thrown out by Irish before, I'm going to have him steal. I am going to pinch hit here. Carter Johnson is going to pick up the bat. All right, there we go. Clark gets the second. Carter Johnson for the glory. Grounds out to first. So much for glory. All right, we're going to extra innings. Adley Rushman is going to take catcher. I should have pinch hit with Condon there, not Carter Johnson. That's a mistake by me. All right, I'm going to go Okuda. Thank you, AJ Russell, for the 2 clean innings. I think if they score the insurance run, I'm fine with it. But if they score any others, we're in trouble. Brilliant throw to third to get Hightower. That is what you get for bunting. The coward's move. John Cruz pops up to right. All right. 1 out away. Bryce Eldridge hits it softly. Rushman. Thank you, Rushman. If he didn't make that throw, I was going to say some words. Rushman is also the slowest person alive, but I can't pinch run for him because if I do and we don't score, then I have no catcher. Sampson K's. Aguilares hits it deep. Center field gone. A walk-off 2-run shot for the young right fielder. 420 feet. Very good, sir. He needed that. Very good from him. Special shout out, AJ Russell. 2 shutout innings. Doing pretty well so far this season. All right. We're going to sim game 3 with Ozuna on the mound. And we win it 9-4. Anthony Murphy coming back to the lineup after being injured, hits 2 home runs. That'll do. That increased his slugging by nearly 100 points. Howley also at a homer, which is good. I mean, CJ Sampson played 3 games in a row. And, he had 1 good one and 2 horrendous ones. Ozuna only went 4 2/3, which is grim. I mean, at a certain point, I can't keep throwing these guys with 35 and 40 stamina out there. But also, My bullpen is more or less set. I accept that guys like Mike Stewart and John Andrews aren't doing well, but I don't think I could move off of any of them. I mean, John Andrews was a Rule 5 pick, so I could always just send him back to the Giants, but I think he's going to become a pretty good pitcher. I don't think that's worth shopping in the trade block for starters. What I will do, though, is I am going to look around at some potential starting pitching options. Because for us, at least in AAA, like, we don't got much out there. Nascimento is the only one that's pitched for us, and he's only pitched one game. So there is that terrifying fact. All right, let's check in with the studs. Nunez, oh God. I'm starting to get very afraid that Nunez is just going to be unplayable because of that control. The smart idea might be to move him. But I mean, what are his ratings in the Eastern League right now? Yeah, like he should be doing much better than he is. And I don't really want to send him back down to high A. He has over 100 innings there. All right, Jeff Spencer, how's he doing? He's doing okay. ERA is a little high, but that's because he's given up a bajillion home runs. He's striking out 12 guys per nine. Whip is good. Happy with that. Carlos Leon is doing much better in AA than AAA. That tracks. Conrad, oh God. All he's done since he started pitching in my system is lose control. That is all he's done, which is slightly terrifying. I think Kellen might end up becoming a bust, but he was an 8th round pick, so it's not the end of the world. Dan Jackson, who I'm going to be honest, is looking like a bad 1st round pick. I think at this point he has to go in AAA. Like at a certain point, we're just going to move him to AAA. In response, I think Dan Dooling, I think we're just going to send him back to AA and wish him luck. Reed LePere, how is he doing? Oh, brother, he gave up 4 runs. Oh, good. Why would the AI pitch? I really don't understand why the AI does some of the things it does. All right, let's check in first. Anyone looking fun on the waiver wire? How many great stuff bad control guys could I possibly need? No one fun on the waiver wire. Very sad. All right, shade block, starting pitchers. What do we got? Kyle Bradish, who is out with the dead arm. Oh, good. Jason Sevakul, who is out with a torn tricep. Neat. I mean, Garrett Crochet would obviously be the move. However, the man is getting paid $41 million. I don't think I can afford that, even if I gave up like we have 9 million available. There's no contracts I can do. Old friend Spencer Arrighetti is available. We could run it back with him. He was a pitcher with me for essentially a season in parts of 2027 and 2028. He's okay with LA. Jojo Ingracia pitching for the Padres. We're not going to see him in this upcoming series. Hasn't done too bad the last couple years. Whips low. Walks are maybe a touch high, but I can live with that. If he's not giving up hits, he's not giving up home runs. What would they like for Mr. Ingracia? Ah, yeah. So they want either a really good prospect of mine or a guy contributing right now. I mean, I'll give them Mike Sanders because unfortunately, Mike Sanders is just, he's only really a DH. I don't want to give up Jackson. What level is Justin Beach in? High A? I'd like to keep him there. I mean, yeah, I'll give him Mike Sanders, but I don't really have a definitive like spot for him. I could send Jake Yeager down to AAA, but I think at this point, Jake is either pitching with the Rockies or he's not a Rocky. Is it time to move Sandy to long relief? And I don't really want to. He's also making $4 million. There is that. To be fair, I maybe should send John Andrews back to the Giants because I have a bunch of relievers like him. I accept that his stuff is phenomenal, but I think the control is just not great. So I could send him back. Sandy Ozuna comes in and Ingracia hops into our rotation. I think I kind of have, I mean, I have to do something. My starting pitching right now is really the only reason we're in the spot that we are. It might make more sense to move off of Jake Yeager, but I am irrationally attached to him, so I don't really want to. Good. Here's the thing: would you take Gutierrez? No. Okay. They value his contract as insane, which is fair. I mean, they do it for Yeager and just any throw-in prospect. Am I ready to give up on Jake? I don't know if I am. I think I got to move Sandy to long relief. Yeah, I think I would rather move Sandy to long relief than give away one of my starters on the off chance one of them gets hurt. I think Mike Sanders is the one that makes the most sense because I like Carlos Leon too much. And I'm obviously not getting rid of any of my younger guys. I think Sanders, unfortunately, just fundamentally, he's never really going to play because he can only DH. He doesn't have good outfield ratings either. I think we're going to do that. I'm giving up a pretty good prospect. Let me see what you got. Oh, brother. I don't know why they have this guy in high A, but I'm not going to ask questions. Throw in Ricky Vasquez. Okay, no. They find that level of prospect an insulting ask. Oh wow, you are terrible defensively. Oh, if he was on a minor league contract. That's the other thing. We're also like we are pretty skim on money right now. Wow. Miguel Quezada. All the contact void K in the world, but no power, terrible eye, horrendous defensively. I don't think that's really the move. Guillermo Mora has a fascinating profile. I would like him. Okay. Clearly, they value Ingracia more than I think. Randy Clark wouldn't be bad. All right, done. All right, we have made the trade. So we send Mike Sanders to the Padres. I think two things can be true. One, he is a good hitter. However, he can't play any position. His eye and avoid K, I think, are definitely worse than what he has shown. It does also suck because, he was a third round draft pick of ours, which isn't nothing, but we will ship him off. And then as far as the pitching staff goes, I think Mike Stewart should stay. It really is John Andrews. Like, because, I mean, two things are true similarly with Andrews as it is Sanders. Andrews, I think, will become a great pitcher, but I don't really think I have a runway for him now. So, yeah, I think we are going to affect. I'm just going to release him. I'm not even going to waive him. So he'll go back to the Giants. I'll be interested to see if they play him, and he will be a guy to keep an eye on. But we're going to let Andrews go. Oh, this hurts. This hurts. All right. Sandy is going to be a long reliever. I don't like it. However, his production is objectively worse than this season. The stamina is just horrendous. So we'll make that move. So Randy Clark. First, I would like a nice scouting report on him. I am going to put him in AAA, I think. No, I don't want him competing with Perez. Hmm. I have just created a problem for myself, haven't I? I'm going to release some guys. I'm going to cut McLaughlin. I'm also going to cut High Tree. Good Lord. Just going to yoink. I think Randy can go to, yeah, Randy can go to AA. Him and Sinclair can kind of be a good 1-2 punch there. And then JoJo and Gracia, welcome to your division rivals. No pressure. Oh boy. All right. Well, we made a trade. It will undoubtedly blow up in our faces, but it's fine. Okay. Division. Where are the Padres in the division right now? They are 7.5 games behind. We're third and a half. The Giants are starting to run away with it, which is less than ideal because I really don't want to be in a wild card fight. But we'll see how it plays. All right. Gutierrez on the mound for us. I need a good start from him. Just give me like 5 innings, 1 run. I'll be a happy man. There we go. Munoz solo shot. Thank you. Thank you. Alan Ford is aboard. Colby advances him. I'll take it. There's only one out. Oh, Max. Swing and a miss. Rushman walks. Uh-oh, and their starting pitcher's out of the ball game. So it is now a bullpen game for the Padres in game 1 of the series. That's rough. Hate to see it. All right, Gutierrez is doing pretty well. Munoz, how you Lee aboard? Charlie, bang. Thank you, sir. Run, Munoz. Run like the wind. Oh, he held up at third. Fair enough. Alan Ford grand slam, or he struck out on 3 pitches. Colby lines out to left. Bases loaded, one out. Can't score any runs. All right, Rushman is on second. Andahar gets it down. Rushman is not quick, so he's definitely staying at third. Let's have Andahar run on the catcher. Rushman goes, and he's in. The classic double steal. As Andahar makes it to third, Rushman scores. Oh no. First the error, then the wild pitch. That's rough. And then he walked Aguilaris anyway. All of that work. Okay, third pickoff attempt, you got to get him. Oi, they changed that rule in real life. If you throw a pickoff to the same guy 3 times in a row, if you don't get him on the third, he advances automatically. I don't care that Aguilaris got gunned down. He should be on second. I would like to appeal. Coach's challenge. Well, here's Munoz. How you leave advances Santiago. Very good, very good, very good. All right. How you leave? I'm going to need you to just go get the steal. You useless man. Condon grounds out anyway. All right. 2 extra runs for our trouble. Clean fifth from Gutierrez. You must have heard me. Clean sixth from Gutierrez. Oh, they got a runner on. All right. We're going to get Mike Stewart warming up. Wilson hits it through. That's a shame. Johnson's at third. Double play here ends the inning. Swing and a miss of Ruddell. Come on. Get Grisham. Struck out looking. Very nice from Gutierrez. 7 shutout innings. Music to my ears. All right, they walk Condon intentionally. Alan Ford hits it up to right and gone. 3-run shot for the DH. I'm going to sit Gage Wood down then. Yeah, let's get Mike Stewart warming up. Will Klein is in to pitch. Old friend Will Klein? It is indeed. He pitched for me. Got a World Series ring. Wow, so he pitched for me in 2025 for like a little bit. And then 2027, 2028, got a World Series ring. Has not pitched since then. He has been in AAA and AA for various clubs and is now pitching again for the Padres. That's cool. I like to see that. It's Max Clark shamelessly pops up to second. Swing and a miss from Rushman. What's Rushman's strikeouts? 33 in 35 games. So he's on a slightly worse clip than in years previous. All right. Brilliant outing from Gutierrez. 7 innings, 4 hits, no walks, no runs, 9 Ks. Very good. Clean 8th. Thank you, Mike. How you Lee is aboard. Condon. No, lined out. All right. AJ Russell, you're in with a 7-run cushion. I mean, this is game 1 of the series. I'm not trying to use any more relievers than I have to, so. All right, Riddell strikes out. Very good there. We beat the Padres 7-0. Munoz, Allen Ford with home runs. Combined shutout for the lads. Let us sim game 2 with Jake Yeager on the mound. There we go. We win it 4-2. Pretty good outing from Yeager. Kevin Tesicki, 2 shutout innings, 4 Ks. I like to see it. Wood gets the hold. Okuda gets the save. Condon had a triple. How do you let a guy with 45 speed get a triple on you? All right, fresh scouting report on Randy Clark. Folks, it's not, it's all right. Looks like he's a little bit better now in the power and eye department than previously thought. Yeah, I mean, he's very much likely just to be a, double A, triple A guy, but he's okay defensively. The arm's a bit grim, so could be worse. All-star voting has begun. Wonder if we'll get anyone in. Ooh, Munoz and Howie are both hot. That's good. All right. I'm gonna give Andahar the day off. I'm gonna have Max Clark take 7th. Carter Johnson is gonna bat 9th and take short. Colby Turner also is not doing too well, but I'd rather just let him try to hit out of it. Like, come on. There we go. Aguilares, Munoz are aboard. How Yuli gets it down. Bases are loaded. Charlie, the Candyman Condon, hits it up to right. Easiest catch ever. Allen Ford, bang. That might land in center. It does. 1 run will score. The throw in, not in time. 2 runs score. Jose Soriano, probably not that Jose Soriano, but let's confirm he's not 25,000 years old. Correct. We're good. Max Clark strikes out to end the inning, but we strike first. Uh-oh. There we go. Good strikeout there. I mean, Luis, he's never moving to the bullpen. Like, that's not an option. For one, he's essentially on the last year of his contract. He's almost certainly going to decline the player option for next year and enter free agency. So I'd rather get the starts out of him while I can. All right, Rushman. You walked him. Not bad. Rushman's already on 12 walks this season. He's been good for like mid 60s walks with the Orioles when given a full, 120, 130 games. So that is something that will hopefully help. Though us kind of being in no man's land again with catcher, I think that is something I underestimated as Munoz is thrown out. When we moved off of Hunter Goodman, he was our catcher for what, the first 6 years? Yeah, he was the catcher for our first 6 years of the series. And so then we kind of entered no man's land. Dario Laverde couldn't really do it. Then he got hurt. Perez wasn't great. Solo shot, Charlie Condon. Thank you. Oh, no. 2 on, no outs. Brito lines out. That's good. Carlos Quinos. Carter to second for 1. To first for 2. Very good. Walk Max Clark, I dare you. Ha, they did. If he gets thrown out by 45 arm having Nick Wilson, thank you. I was about to be very annoyed. Rushman lines out. Really? I'm a little curious why Max Clark doesn't run there. Carlos only has a 45 arm. I get that it's right field to third and all, but I figure he beats that. As Aguilares gets it down, Max Clark going home. Not even a throw for dramatic effect. And Munoz pops out. But you know what? We got an extra run for our trouble. Yeah, like Luis is doing well, but he is on 70 pitches through five. So there is that. As Colby is struck out, Max Clark ground out. Down we go. All right, Luis, give me the sixth. There we go. Very good. All right, that'll be it for him. I'm going to get. I don't really want to pitch Ginger because Sandy is not going to be ready for a while. So I think I'll go Stewart for the seventh, Gastelum for the eighth, and go from there. There we go. Rushman gets aboard. And Carter promptly hits into a double play. My decision to hit him today for Andahar. Yeah, not gone well. Yeah, Carter has not done well this season, offensively or defensively. We may need to start looking elsewhere for a backup second shortstop, which, to be fair, we do have a few of them in AAA. All right, good outing from Luis. 6 innings, 7 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, 4 Ks. Oh, brother, and they get a 2-run shot off of Stewart. And he walks Gutierrez. Yeah, he's done. I don't care that he's only gotten 1 out, thrown 13 pitches. Gastelum. Well, we haven't had a bullpen implosion in a while. It looks like we've arrived. He gets Riddell to pop up. That's massive. Now you just got to get Scott Burns. And he does swing and a miss. Thank you, Luis. But our lead has been shrunk to only 1 run. Not good. Hashtag analysis. Eh? I don't know how Martinez didn't get that ball. I'm not going to question it. Or excuse me, Gutierrez. But, I will take another triple from Charlie Condon. Oh, boy. All right, leads back to 2. Alan Ford strikes out. What else is new? All right, to the 8th. Ideally, Luis can get me this inning. The ideal has crumbled as Nick Johnson is aboard. Rito hits it up and caught. We're okay. Do I want him to face Quinones? I think I do. There we go. Gets him looking. We're okay. All right. Any insurance runs, please? Please. Max lines out. Swing and a miss from Rushman. And lastly, Carter gets aboard. We have life. And nothing there. All right. Okuda once again for the save. Good news is it's against the bottom of the order. There we go. Down goes one. Gutierrez strikes out. Gutierrez number two. Hits it to how you lead. The throw in time. That's your ball game. 5-3. Condon with a 3-hit day, including a triple and a home run. He was a double away from the cycle. Yeah, Mike Stewart got popped. Gave up a 2-run shot. Not great. But again, there's no real point in sending like him or Kevin Teskey down to AAA ever because they're just way too good for it. So might as well have them pitch out of it here. But that was much needed. Much needed back-to-back series sweeps. Very good. Because at this point, maybe the Giants slip up and we catch them immediately, but this is also a race with the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks who are near us in the wild card standings. So there is that. All right, Diamondback series. We got Richie Swain on the mound. Game one. He will, of course, pitch. When I said I was going to let Colby Turner hit through it, that is true, but I'm not going to let him hit through it this time. We'll have CJ Sampson take third and bat ninth. Swain on the mound. If we sweep the Dodgers here, then I think it's a 3-horse race for the division. Richie, I believe in you. Oh, hey, the pitcher is getting shelled. Not like this. I'm never telling him I believe in him ever again. He's allowed 5 hits and 5 runs, for God's sakes. I mean, it's the first inning, dude. Get out of it. Come on. The sweep is looking unlikely as Richie is imploding before our very eyes, which is rough. It is a shame that he's struggling, so much this season because when we acquired him from the Red Sox, he only pitched 11 games for us, but he was dynamite. And this year, in almost the exact same amount of innings, he's given up 11 more earned runs. I'm just going to keep letting him pitching, man. All right. That might be it. That might be it. As Richie is getting taken to school here, Sandy Ozuna is about to make his debut out of the bullpen. I'll let Richie try to get the last out of the inning for pride. All right, he gets Gonzalez. Yeah, that was terrible. No way around it. No way around it. Meanwhile, our offense has yet to get a runner in scoring position. Sandy Ozuna, bullpen debut. Clean 5th inning. Clean 6th. All right, that'll be it. I'm only having him do 2 innings. I know his stamina's okay, but let's not throw him into the deep end immediate. AJ? Oh, they got another run off AJ. Oh, brother. You got this. Get Miller. Oh, we're okay. That could have been a very ugly ERA for Russell. Will we score 7 innings? Or 7 innings. 7 runs in 1 inning. We got 1, but that's all. Yeah, I mean, Richie got destroyed in the 1st inning. We had no walks again. How often am I seeing that? It really is terrifying. All right, well, that sucked. Game 2. Newly acquired JoJo Ingracia on the mound for us. Looks like Adley Rushman is getting the day off. How'd CJ Sampson do yesterday? 0 for 3 with 3 Ks. Nice. Oh, brother. He complains about not starting, and then he does that. There we go. Munoz solo shot. How Yuli and Allen are aboard. Come on. Bang. Nope. Colby flies out. But let the record show we are capable of scoring a run against the Arizona Diamondbacks, something that was called into question yesterday. Or last game, I should say. Diamondbacks do have a run. Ramirez, though, grounds out. So we're looking okay. Flies out, I should say. Condon, just walk. You. Maybe this is why my guys never walk. They just swing at all the 3-1 counts. An error. Ford advances a second. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Colby. Oy vey. I think we're entering one of Colby Turner's insane slumps. Oh, they got 2 runs. All right, Diamondbacks have the lead. Murrieta flies out. But once again, he proved he is capable of at least hitting the ball. Would I like him to hit it to open grass? Yes. I would indeed. Come on, Ingracia. Oh, brother. He went. Oh, coach's challenge. There we go. Ramirez K's. That's big. Harrington hits it to third. Colby's throw in time. Okay. We're okay. Two on. Colby batting 122 with runners in scoring position. Goodness gracious. Clean fifth from Ingracia. I think that'll be it for him. We'll get Ginger going for the 6th. Yeah. 5 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 5 Ks. Not good, but not really bad either. Michael, thank you. I get so annoyed when my guys allow leadoff hits. There we go. Errors from the Diamondbacks, Munoz and How You Lee are aboard. Condon then hits into a double play. If I just cut my star first baseman mid-game, do you think that would make headlines? And Alan Ford flies out. We had runners on first and second, no outs. Couldn't get him. Could not get him. All right, let's get Gage Wood warming up in case there's trouble. No trouble at all. There we go. Andahar with a game-tying triple. Murrieta. You know what? He did have 2 hits today. That's more than he gets in any given game, so that tracks. Aguilares, though, I believe is 0 for 4. That's our right fielder, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I lied. I'm gonna get Gastelum for the 8th. Gage Wood will get the save chance if it becomes one. Oh, just eat it. Yep. All right. Well, all of a sudden, we're down by a run in the 9th once again. Munoz. Boom. Yeah, wishing for a 3rd error seemed fairly unrealistic on that account. Down goes How You Lee. Condon hits it to 3rd. The throw in time. We've lost the first 2 games of the series to the Diamondbacks. I mean, yeah, that sucked. Gastelum got popped toward the end, but like we left 19 guys on base. Colby Turner's slump has officially entered horrendous territory. All right, All-Star voting update. Charlie Condon is third for first base. Ashley Andahar third for shortstop. No other hitters. Oh, excuse me. Alan Ford, number one DH. Starters, no dice. Relievers, Okuda is in at 4 with his 13 saves. All right, I'm going to sim the finale against the Diamondbacks. Gutierrez, don't let me down. Holy moly. Oh, boy. Sandy Ozuna, in his second relief appearance, gave up 4 hits, 4 runs, got shellacked. But you know what? It's fine. We won 15-7. Let's run through it. So, Condon, Carter Johnson, Colby Turner, and Anthony Murphy all had home runs. Condon himself had a 4-hit day. Looks like he was a triple shy of the cycle. Very nice. Rushman had a pair of hits. I really need Adley Rushman to just get going because the man is also getting paid a not insignificant amount of money. So I need him to get that figured out. Aguilaris is still slumping, which sucks. Max Clark, who for some reason the AI was like, hey, what if we bat him 4th? Fair enough. All right. Well, disappointing series that keeps the Diamondbacks in striking distance of us, which is a little concerning. But now we move on to a series against the Portland Sailors, who are the worst team in our division and tied for the worst record in baseball with the other expansion team, the Nashville Knights, as well as the Boston Red Sox. Imagine if Red Sox fans had to deal with having a team as bad as not one, but 2 expansion teams. I think there would be riots in the streets. All right, let's play game 1, though. Jake Yeager on the mound. Munoz is tired. So once again, I have to put Alan Ford in the outfield. Something I don't love doing, it must be said. Andahar. Yeah, he hasn't done great batting 7th. He's done pretty good batting 6th, though. But I'll have him go back to 2nd. I need a DH. I think, yeah, I'm just going to have CJ Samson DH. I think Colby Turner, I mean, his zone rating he has 6 errors. I can't do it. Love Colby DH. All right. Jake Yeager, who's ice cold. We're looking for a good start from him against one of the worst teams in baseball, and he surrenders a leadoff solo shot. Fair enough. There we go. How you Lee gets it down. Let's move it. I should have had How You Lee steal. I mean, Condon flew out anyway, but still. Andahar makes it home off the sac fly. That's a steal. Thank you. 10 of 10, How You Lee is. Alan Ford hits it deep to left and gone. Another home run shot for Alan Ford. He is up to 13 on the year. Folks, we're only in May. He could put up a very nice number by the end of the season. And Colby struck out. What else is new? Lead off triple. I'm not worried. Duh. They got a run, and Hao Yu Lee had his third error at second. The fact that Hao Yu Lee is our worst defender is legitimately upsetting. All right, Aguilera Sanandahara aboard for the aforementioned Hao Yu Lee, who promptly hits a sack ground out. I'll take that. They walk Condon. I feel like it'd be a bit bold to have him steal, so there we go. Allen gets it down. Hey, if Allen Ford wants to turn into one of the best hitters in baseball, I'm not going to stop him. The man has a 910 OPS, 562 slugging, and he's only on the minimum, which is fairly hilarious to me. There we go. Colby walks. Bases are loaded. CJ Sampson. You want playing time, buddy? Here you go. And he hits it to the wall. Very good, sir. That should score at least two, but Allen Ford is not quick. No, he does make it in. I feel like if they threw it home, they might have gotten him. But we'll never know. Uh-oh. We injured their starting center fielder. Oh, no. And now a wild pitch. Folks, it's not looking good. Anthony Murphy. It's it back up the middle. We're up to 10 runs. We're moving. I'll have him try to steal on Almanza. There we go. Murphy gets the steal. Oh, no. It went past the second baseman. And they walk Aguilares. This inning is just going from bad to worse. Andahar strikes out. That was the first out Hunter Jackson got. 3 hits, 2 earned runs, a walk, and he finally got his K. Hao Yu Lee flies out. Well, we have a 10-2 lead. If we blow this, we should, I don't even know. It's Allen Ford and Colby Turner aboard. Let's go. CJ. Oh, no, not the error. The bases are loaded. No, no. Oh, no. Rushman flies out. Oh, yeah, that's not going to advance Allen, especially with his checks notes 30 speed. Da! Murphy grounded out. Oh, well. You listen, you can't score 7 runs in every inning. Oh, boy. Aguilares and Andahara aboard once again. Hao Yu Lee hits it deep to left, but that's going to be caught depressingly. Unfortunately. Condon, again, swinging on the 3-1 like it's his job. That will score 1 run at least. These guys are killing me. Oh, and Andahar is thrown out. That's not great. You have better speed than that, buddy. All right, clean 6 from Jake. I'll take that and like it. CJ Sampson, Adley Rushman are aboard. Soft grounder back to pitcher, no dice. Anthony is quicker than that animation showed. I object. Good outing from Jake. 6 innings, 6 hits, 1 earned run, only 1 walk, 6 Ks. Very good, sir. All right, clean 7th and 8th. Condon strikes out. What else is new? Allen Ford hits it deep to center and gone. Number 2 on the day, number 14 on the season. Let's have Carter Johnson get the bat here. And lines out. Nothing doing. All right, one insurance run. We're up 12-2. Two shutout innings from Mike. I see that two Portland runners are aboard with no outs. It's fine. I mean, listen, we have a 10-run lead, so this would have to be calamitous. A couple of flyouts, and Portland's down to their last out. Barroso. Swing and a miss. All right, we take game one in a blowout, 12-2. Very good. Everybody got a hit except for Condon, who hilariously had a walk and two RBIs, and errors abound. Happy with that. Alan Ford, a 4-hit day, 2 home runs. Come on. And I guess only one of the runs was earned because of the error. So good work there from Jake. All right, we're going to sim game 2 with Luis De Leon on the mound. And we win 8-4. Very good. Condon with a pair of home runs to bring his season total up to 10. Thank you. At what point do I just worry about Aguilares? Like, he's hitting 209, 293 on base percentage in May. But he has hit 4 home runs. The slugging looks pretty good, but man, oh man. Murrieta with a pair of hits. That's right. His OPS is up to 400. Look out, folks. Oh boy, AJ Russell got hopped. Gave up 3 hits, walked 2 guys. That's going to hurt the old ERA. Not bad from Luis, though. 12 Ks to his name. Very good, very good, very good. Yeah, Luis, I think, say what you will about some of the other guys with bad stamina. I think the difference is Luis can get me 6 innings on occasion and is just lights out. He is also certainly worth more than the 10 million that he's going to get next year. So that'll be something. All right, we're already up 2-0 on the series. I'll just sim the third with Richie Swain on the mound. Oh, we lost it 1-3. That's disappointing. Yeah, no home runs, no nothing. Yeah. I mean, Richie pitched okay. He did give up 3 runs, 2 walks, but the bats were ice cold. Colby Turner again, nothing. 0 for 3. Very disappointing. I don't think Andujar. I need to find someone who can bat ninth. Because, like, where we're at right now, I don't have anyone to do it. All right, let's save. I would have liked the sweep there over the horrendous expansion team, but what can you get? What can you do? All right, we find ourselves facing the Phillies. We have a really good record, slightly better than we do. The magic number, 103. Fair enough. All right, we have JoJo Ingresia on the mound. Condon is tired. All right, let's try this. Let's have. How's Munoz been doing batting second? He's been doing pretty good. So, yeah, I want him at second. I'm just going to move Alan Ford and Colby Turner up. And then see where that gets us. All right, here we go. Fleming Hall. What a great name for the Phillies. Oh, he's a two-way guy. Wait, is he in their lineup today? No, he's not. I have been denied facing a two-way player. To be fair, he only has 5 plate appearances this season. It looks like the AI in the minors, at least in AAA, was letting him hit. He didn't do particularly great, though, but still. All right, here we go. Nothing in the first. The Phillies get a couple hits, though. Colby Turner with the home run. That'll do. He's back. Did he ever leave? Yes, but that's beside the point. And the heart's at the left. No, it's caught. For a brief, glorious moment. Ingracia. Oh, boy. You got this, buddy. There we go. Solo shot from Aguilaris. 3-0. Phillies get 2 back. See if we can get something going in the 5th. Soft grounder. Rushman might beat it out, and he does. Infield hit for our catcher. Just for Andahar to strike out. Aguilaris lines out. Munoz gets aboard, though. Somebody's remembered how to hit. How Yuli hits it up. That's going to get down. Rushman will definitely score. Munoz is going to go for it, and he is home without a throw. 5-2 ball game as they go lefty against Allen Ford, please. And he hits it deep. Center field, gone. Once again, I am Nostradamus. Why would you bring in a lefty to face Allen Ford? I don't know. But he is now up to 16 home runs on the season. And again, it is the month of May. Clean 5th from Ingracia. He's in 70. I'm more inclined to see if Ingracia can get me 6 innings consistently since we have a 5-run lead. Nothing doing there from those two. All right. I'm going to get Ozuna warming up. Leadoff double is bad. Strikeout is good. Hashtag analysis. Miller lines out. All right, one more out. I think we'll be good. Henry Mendez. Swing and a miss. Okay. A good start there from Ingracia. 6 innings, 8 hits, which is a bit high. 2 earned runs, no walks, which I like, only 3 Ks. I don't think Ingracia is a huge strikeout guy, but I can live with that. What I can't live with is just staring at the horrendous zone rating that Hao Yuli has. Maybe I should do what I did a few years ago and try him out as a third baseman. But then where do I put Colby? These are important questions. Oh, brother. 2 on, no outs. This could get ugly. Pasio hits it softly to Ozuna. The throw not in time. Bases are loaded. Keon Johnson hits it up to center. That's going to be caught. Unbelievable catch, they say. And James Triantos, our old friend, who was a backup outfielder for us for a few years, with the run there. He's hitting pretty well with the Phillies this year, which is good. Yeah, his power never got there. I was correct in assuming that would take place. Miller hits it back up the middle. All right, that's it for Sandy. That's it. I'm going right to Gage Wood to face Mendez. Mendez hits it to second for 1, first for 2. Insanely clutch double play to get us out of that. Thank you, lads. Rushman gets it down. All right. I'll pinch run for him because there's zero reason not to, since Murrieta is better defensively anyway. I guess the more efficient move would have like Carter Johnson pinch run, then Brave Murrieta. But that's too many buttons. Double play anyway. Fair enough. All right. Murrieta will take catcher. I'll bring. Actually, no, I won't. I'm just gonna have Gage Wood the inning. There we go. Clean from him. We get the win 7-3. A little shaky there with Ozuna, but other than that, no issue. Joey Broughton is back. So part of me wants to have Joey Broughton go to a rehab assignment. The other part of me is thinking what I can get if I try to trade Sandy Ozuna. I don't think that's the correct decision to make. But I don't really have any other pitchers I want to move. Like Mike Stewart, sending him to AAA, I think, doesn't really get me anything. I could do it. He does have a high BABIP. I think I will. Let's send Mike Stewart down to AAA. Again, I feel bad. He just keeps, up and down. Because I do want Joey Broughton to pitch for us. I accept that his whip and BABIP were insane, but I think he can do a pretty good job for us. I'll get a fresh scouting report on him since he has missed nearly 2 months at this rate. So he will be back in the building. Fresh report. It looks like his control is a little bit better currently. Other than that, no issue. This was still such a depressing moment. In the span of September to March, a handful of off seasons ago, his potential dipped from a 60 all the way to a 45. That was depressing. Alan Ford wins National League Player of the Week. For this week, he went 12 of 26, 462 batting average, 4 home runs, 8 RBIs, 8 runs himself. Yep. Think we're getting something here with Allen. Should I just offer him I will offer you a 5-year contract, $5 million per year. What say you? Right. I forgot. We're 13 million in the hole. Ricardo Magnaia wins Player of the Week in High A. I think that is a sign to move him up to Double A. Yeah, he was our first round pick back in 2029. He was a high school infielder. I think, unfortunately, the good news is I think his power is real. Bad news is he struck out almost 140 times in High A last season. Defensively, yeah, I can only see this year, which is annoying. I think we're going to move him up to Double A. Now, let me take a hard look at Double A, because it's probably congested. Yeah, 29 people. And not many infielders, though. Never mind. John Jones, congrats on the promotion. Find yourself in Double A, sir. Triple A, how am I looking in the infield? Pretty full, actually. Marco Villanueva, you can go back down to Double A because you're just not playing in Triple A. All right, that should solve itself. Yeah, Barrow is really struggling. Darrell Hernandez is, of course, doing well, but he's a major leaguer playing in Triple A. Jack Lyons is doing pretty good. And he was a minor league free agent pickup for us. Old friend Luis Marquez. Yeah, I think we may have to cut tail with a lot of these AAA guys soon, but we'll see. All right, let us play game two with Gutierrez on the mound. Oh boy, everybody's tired. Okay, hold on. Rushman, Howley, and Andahar. Okay, so CJ Sampson. I don't know if I've ever actually played you in second base before. I have on one occasion 2 years ago. So, yeah, we're going to have CJ Sampson take second base. Munoz is at 96. Aguilar's 99. Max is at 95. I'll give Max Clark. Actually, I lied. I'm going to give Munoz the day off. CJ Sampson bats second. Colby Turner, I'm going to move all the way up. Son, you're batting third. Is that the worst idea I've had? Probably. He's done really well batting fifth, though. But Alan Ford's there. Let's have that switch. Yeah, Murphy 6, Clark 7, Johnson 8, Murrieta 9. We are playing with a lot of backups today. Gutierrez on the mound. Come on. And he's allowed to run already. It's fine. Murphy and Max are aboard. Come on, Carter. Soft hit to first. He beats it out because the AI always does that weird thing where it has the first baseman do a relay. Brady Murrieta. 186 average. Bases loaded. He walked him. Well done, Murrieta. Aguilaris lines out to end my fun, but we do tie the game. Very good, gentlemen. Alan Ford is aboard. Condon strikes out. He's killing me. Colby Turner strikes out also. That really is a strikeout haven there in the heart of my order. Okay, Murphy and Max again. Carter hits into a double play. I think I'm not ready to move off of Carter Johnson now, obviously. Like, he is an okay hitter, but I need to start seeing something more because I can find a backup infielder that can hit for like 380 on base and 720 OPS everywhere. Oh, solo shot from Nick Kurtz. Solo shot from Mendez. Cal Rowley and Harsham are aboard. This has gone from terrible to terrible. Hmm. All right. Aguilaris, I need you to get on base. You have failed at this. Yeah, Tong, I mean, they're pitching him in the red, so yeah, and that's why you don't pitch guys in the red. CJ Sampson gets a 4-pitch walk, and they don't pull him still. Come on, Allen. Bang. Duh. Man, we needed a home run there. They're leaving him in. Guys, the man is in the red, fighting for his life. And all we can do is hit flyouts. All right, clean fifth from Gutierrez. I think I'll do the smart thing and just call it for him and get Ginger going. They're leaving him in. He's on 83 pitches. He struck out Colby Turner. Yeah, well, fair enough. Solo shot from Anthony Murphy. We're back. Gindra. Thank you. It's like, I don't have time for this. All right. Aguilaris and CJ are aboard. Come on, Allen. He hits it up to right. I don't think that has the distance. It does not. Caught at the wall. Never mind. Huh? I think the camera angle did me dirty there because it definitely looked like it didn't go over the wall and he just caught it. However, Alan Ford has now hit home run number 17. He is 2 home runs away from tying his season total last year in just over a third of the games. I like that. Condon strikes out. What else is new? There we go. Colby gets it down. You know what? I take back everything I said about the AI leaving Jonah Tong in the red because clearly they knew how bad their bullpen was and was just trying to get every out imaginable. That's without question what happened here. Yeah, Clark swing and a miss. All right. If Ginger can get me the 7th, very good. All right. So Joey Broughton is going to make his return from injury in the 8th. There we go. Carter Johnson gets it down. That should be a double. And it is. Good lad. And Marietta goes down, allegedly swinging. I say he checked his swing. I suppose I am biased. Nothing from Aguilaris there. CJ Sampson gets it down. That should score Carter. He has some speed. And it is a 3-run ball game, and that means Alan Ford gets another bat. And he walked him. That's a rough day for Charlie. He just went 0 for 5 with 4 strikeouts. Yeah, I may need to give him a day off. I mean, he just had a day off. What am I saying? All right, thank you, Gindra. Joey Broughton for the 8th. I acknowledge that 2 runners are aboard, but if I don't acknowledge it, maybe it won't become real. All right, Mendez lines out. Johnson hits it up to left, caught by Murphy. We're okay. Aiden Miller swinging. He didn't even swing. Didn't even swing. So we'll take that. That looked terrifying for a spell, but we got there. No insurance runs, though. All right. Okuda is coming in for the save. Cal Rowley up first. And he walked him. Hartshorn goes down swinging. Guzman is going to have to wait a second because Rowley is at second on the wild pitch. Murphy's under it. All right, 1 out away from victory. Here's Pete Crow Armstrong. It's to second, the relay, and it's an error. Guys, to be fair, it is his first ever. Like, it's his first start in second in ages. So, there is that unfortunate problem. Here's DJ Layton. Tying run is at home plate. And he lines out to second. Oh boy. All right, we get the win 6-3. Very good. Alan Ford with another homer. Anthony Murphy had one as well. That's his 7th homer. His slugging's up to a 578. Very good there. We get the win. All right, let us sim the finale. Jake Yeager on the mound. And we win it 5-3. Munoz with a triple. Anthony Murphy and Alan Ford with home runs again. Folks, is Alan Ford the greatest hitter in the history of baseball? Many are saying 626 slugging right now, 989 OPS. That'll do. Looks like Max Clark had the day off, as did Colby Turner. Not a bad day from Yeager. Okuda looks like gave up 3 hits, which is really bad from him. He's also a guy that has a player opt out that he'll probably take. So, all right, voting update for the All Star game. Charlie Condon is still third at first. Hao Yu Lee is now third at second. Andahar is up to second in short. Munoz is third in left. Alan Ford now first at DH. No starters. Okuda is third in relief. Very, very, very good. Very good. All right, let us save and take a look at where we're at. I'm also definitely going to need to change the title of this video before I upload it to YouTube. Slumping in May was what I wrote when we had a not so good first couple series, but I mean, we've gotten 3 series sweeps. Looking very good. How's the division? Oh boy. Yeah, the Giants are just they're having a very nice time. I mean, they just lost in extras to the Cubs. Yeah, they're essentially winning every series 2 out of 3 games. Like that's all they're doing. They're not getting sweeps. They swept the Mets, but that's it. Like they have just won 2 out of 3 every single time. Our only hope is that they will run into the buzzsaw that is the Washington Nationals. We'll destroy them. Dodgers are also keeping pace with us, which is annoying. Diamondbacks, yeah, they're falling off. So I think at this point it's a 3-horse race to the finish. All right. That is where I think I will end this episode. Off stream, I think I will play through the Cubs and the Braves series. That way, next episode, we can start in June with the Washington Nationals, who beat us tragically in the NLCS last season. Really, really good set of games, I think. Really, the only horrifying losses were 2-9 to the Giants, 1-7 to the Diamondbacks. Everything else was close. We swept the Marlins, swept the Padres, swept the Phillies. So I think we're doing really good. It's just unfortunate that the Giants are doing better. We acquired JoJo Ingracia, who, in his first 2 starts has looked okay. The whip is a bit terrifying, but other than that, he's looked pretty solid. We'll see how Sandy Ozuna turns out in long relief. Probably going to have to make some decisions there about what we want to do. Sending Mike Stewart to AAA, I don't know. I could come back to regret that, but I doubt it'll be a big problem even if we do. John Andrews, it looks like the Giants are content to keep him in AAA, where he has gotten shelled in his last couple appearances. So thank you all for watching. Again, apologies for the lack of episodes the past couple days. Combination of insane, record-breaking snow and ice storms and good old-fashioned water damage. So I thank you all for watching. I hopefully will have a stream both Thursday and Friday. I want to try to get some way through this Rocky series. So we'll pick up next time in June. We got some big series, Nationals, Brewers, and then in division against the Dodgers and the Giants. So I'll see you then.